And welcome back into Trojan Sports Now. I'm joined by Richard Watkins, the new head coach of the Troy cheerleading team. And Richard, welcome onto the show and welcome into Trojan territory.
Thank
How's
you.
the adjustment been for you?
Pretty good. It went pretty smooth.
Now, did you come in at the start of the season or mid-season?
I started right at homecoming week.
Wow,
so,
what a time to come in. What was that like?
It was crazy. It was a good learning experience. It made me learn on my feet real quick and learn the ins and outs of everything. So I would have liked to do it that way again if I could do it again.
Do you think it kind of helped you to kind of get acclimated with the team a little faster than it would have if you would have come in during the summer?
Put a rush order on that.
Yeah, because you had to rush.
Yeah.
And where'd you come from?
The University of West Georgia.
West Georgia, okay. And you came straight from there to Troy to cheer. And how long were you there?
West Georgia?
Yeah.
I did 5 years there when I graduated.
Okay, cool. And so I assume that you would have like a background in cheerleading. And so how long did you cheer?
Cheered there from 2010 to 2015, but I've been cheering since 2002.
And how'd you get into that?
Started off as a bet when I was in high school. A couple of my friends, we were on the football team, and we bet each other if we would try out, and we just kind of stuck with it. So here I am today.
Usually the best things come out of bets, right? And so I'm not sure how long you're looking to stay around with Troy Cheer, but just when you have a vision for something like that, just where do you see the team heading in the future?
National championships is what I would like to bring here for sure. I don't plan on going anywhere. This was a dream job for me, was getting into college athletics, and it's literally since the day I started cheerleading. So it's been a dream for me.
And you guys just came back from Disney, speaking of world championships, and I hear you guys did pretty well.
We did well. We did. We got fourth in the nation. That was our goal, was just get into finals and hit in finals, and we accomplished our goal for sure.
And what kind of message does that send to kids or high schoolers who are cheering in high school? What kind of message does that send to them about Troy University cheer?
It should send a message that we're ready. We're building something pretty big here.
And what was it like to compete? I'm not sure how many other teams were there, but what was it like to kind of compete in a forum such as that and to be placed in the fourth?
We had 18 teams total. They took 11 to finals, and to get fourth was, just a blessing for us, and we couldn't have been happier.
And how long did you guys prepare for that? Because I know it was a quick turnaround from football season because of the bowl game, and then we had winter break, and then we come back from winter break, and it's basketball season. But when did you guys start to prepare for that?
Day one of me getting here, honestly. We started practicing right then and there that same night. I had a team meeting with them on October 9th, and we practiced that night, and we've been going ever since.
When you're juggling two things at once, so I guess you guys were juggling football and preparing for the national championships. What were those days like?
It's tough. It's tough to juggle them because we gotta make sure we're ready for the game day, which is always number one for us. Be game day ready, but we also wanted to be mentally and physically prepared for nationals as well. But it was a tough road. There were a lot of bumps, but it ended up being worth it all. So,
how much is it? Just the members of your team putting in the work and the sweat and the time and wanting to stay late. How much of that credit? I know it's probably all of it, but how much? Really, do they really realize how much that time is valued?
Yeah. All credit goes to them. My job is easy. I just tell them what to do, and they have to do it all. So, but no, all the credit goes to every single athlete that was here with us the whole time. So,
and so I'm not sure if you have to learn anything new when you bring in a new coach or anything like that. But is there anything new that you brought from West Georgia with you that they've had to adjust to?
Just a different process, a tradition. That one thing I did learn while at West Georgia, I had a great coach or coaches that taught us, trust the process and stuff like that. Try to bring a little bit of that here without changing, every format and every single thing that we did here, but just bringing a different process here, and it seemed to work. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, stepping away from cheer and sports in general, just kind of help the people get to know you a little better because you are new and they come in midway through the football season and do you have a family with you? Did you bring a family with you when you came to Troy?
2 dogs. That's it.
2 dogs.
Yep.
Hey, sometimes that's all the family that some people need. And what was it? I mean, where'd you grow up? Are you from Georgia?
Kind of a little bit from Georgia. I went to high school there. I'm originally from Louisiana. Moved from Louisiana to Georgia, but it was an easy trip. I mean, I love like I said, I've been here, on and off a couple of years since 2000. I believe it was 11 or 12, and I've helped Troy on and off the year. So.
And moving from Louisiana to Georgia, was your parents in the military, or was it just a family move?
Just a family move.
A family move.
Mm-hmm.
Had to get away from was it too much Cajun food that you guys?
No, I miss it. I do miss some of that food sometimes. So.
Yeah, well, I'm from Mobile, so we eat a lot of Cajun food down there, and I love it. I don't know if I could ever move away from it.
Yeah.
Have it out of my life, but I don't know. Just growing up? Kind of what were the things that Richard Watkins loved to do growing up?
As a kid, I mean, it was just sports. It was baseball, football, a little bit of wrestling here and there. And then once I joined cheerleading, that became my new passion. I knew from day one to get in, I wanted to coach. So.
Any siblings did you have to play around with when you were younger?
Yeah, but they didn't really get into the cheerleading realm as I did. So.
Any other things that you guys were able to be competitive about?
We just always competed at the house, honestly, just with each other. I was the oldest one, so the younger ones it wasn't really fair for them. So,
so you're beating up on them all the time. Mm-hmm. You never let them win.
No.
What about your dad? Was your dad pretty active in sports with you?
No, not really. My mom, she wasn't really in sports either. She was in the band back in the day, so it was basically just me in sports.
So you kind of had to build up that athletic background.
It was a lot of self-motivation since I was young. So
I'm pretty sure that helps you though when you're coaching cheer because you know that road and you did have to self-motivate, and I'm pretty sure that's a thing with cheer is probably confidence and
it is.
It takes a lot of confidence when I'm sidelined at those games, and for me as someone who watches and pays attention to that, it has to take a lot of confidence to be able to hoist someone up on one hand or two hands and to balance them by yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I told the kids a lot this year. It's I'm pretty relatable to anything and everything they've gone through or done, or not everything was smooth, so I get everything they've gone through, but I promise you, you can get through it, I promise.
When you're not involved with cheer, what's one of your favorite things to do?
I'm always involved in cheer. There's never really a break, so cheer is it, honestly. I'm always recruiting.
No side hobbies?
Just playing with my dogs, that's about it, honestly.
You take them to the dog park or
yeah, we'll take them for car rides. They love car rides.
Okay, well, I don't know. Is there anything else that you would like the people to know about you that maybe I haven't touched on, or?
Honestly, that we're just building a winning tradition here. That's what I want to try to bring to Troy University.
And for anyone that's watching out there, anyone that wants to come to Troy University, what kind of opportunities are you offering them?
Just a shot at being competitive all the time.
All right, Coach, thank you. Thank you for joining us. And stick around. We'll have more coming on Trojan Sports Now right after this.